Drogba is a big difference for them. I don't think you can replace Drogba. You can buy top players, you can invest like Chelsea did, but Drogba, there is only one. In the Premiership, there is only one. In Chelsea history, there is only one. And I think Drogba means points, especially means crucial moments. In a final, Drogba is there. In a top match, Drogba is there. When the team is losing at home and needs to change a result, Drogba is there. So I think Chelsea will miss Drogba, and Drogba will mean a few points less.
Drogba! Do you remember that commentary from Gary Neville when he lost it? Didier Drogba scored that header. Man, Didier Drogba, big man for big event. What a player, what a legend. Today, we are celebrating the first Champions League for Chelsea Football Club. Smash the like button, my friends. It doesn't cost you anything. This is football heritage. This is our history, and we have to celebrate together. Smash the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. It's gonna take you just 1 second to help the channel. And we have a lot of stuff to cover in this video, so stay tuned until the end. And you know what? Why we talk about the past? Because this is how you prepare the future. You know, looking at the history of the club, reminding the owners, the manager, the players to have a winning mentality, because this is Chelsea. We don't want somebody who will say, no, we're going to buy 1,000 kids and then we're going to wait for 10 years. We are not ready yet. No, that is not our DNA. This is Chelsea. Even before Abramovich, we were a very stable team, winning trophies here and there. European competition, Super Cups, everything. So we have to remind them, you know, each day like this, like, hey, this is who we are. We win trophies. So Drogba, legend, Terry, Lampard, all those bunch, absolutely legend, and they showed us the way, and this is where we belong, Champions League, and we have to go back to the Champions League next season. You know, there is no excuses, because everything is in our own hand. We have to go and do it. Let's check on the penalty from Drogba that day in 2012. This is a fan cam, right? Stand camera. Somebody was recording just behind the goal, and this is Didier Drogba facing Neuer. He missed the penalty in the AFCON final not long ago, so everything was going through his mind. People were not sure, and he said that he wanted to do a Panenka, and he was like, hey, stop it. Like his mind was like all over the place, but he managed to score that goal. It was meant to be, man.
I've lost so many times against Germans, and at Chelsea we've lost so many times, so you feel that one day it's going to come, and today's the day.
Happy 21st birthday to Malo Gusto. Remember him? Very, very good player, huh? Yeah, Malo Gusto is 21, still a very good player. The problem is the system and his role in the team been evolving now. It's changing. He found himself most of the time as a number 8, number 10 in the box, and he's horrible shooting. That he doesn't feel comfortable there, but he been asked to play. That's why this season he been just like very quiet, but still a very good player. Let's move on. Oh, yeah. Remember on this day, Moises Caicedo, Moi. He scored that wonderful goal. Oh man, midway line, he just smashed it. And it was the last game of the Premier League, I think, last season. And it was the last game also for Mr. Thiago Silva. Look at that. From this angle, it looks like, wow. How did he do that? Moises Caicedo, man. Congratulations, Moi the boy. The last day for Thiago Silva, one of us, Champions League winner, true blue. Let's move on. So last week was a very good week for Chelsea Football Club. Remember, we completed the treble for the women. You know, treble. We didn't win the Champions League this season, but next season we are coming. The FA Cup was completed on the weekend. So the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, or the Women's Super League, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, good. And Chelsea also beat Manchester United. Remember that. So it was really a very, very good week for Chelsea Football Club. 1-0 at the Bridge. Manchester United surprised us because they came up with a plan to beat us. They played their best team. And United for years, no matter how bad you think they are, they always try to win against Chelsea. And they did it. And we smashed them. 1-0, very important, massive, huge 3-point. Now we're going to have to play another final against Nottingham Forest the last day of the season on Sunday. So get ready for that. I can't stop celebrating, bro. I can't stop celebrating this Chelsea winning the Champions League. I still remember every single thing that I did that day, where I was, the friends that I was with. This is how you create memories. John Terry. John Terry celebrated with full kit. He put everything. He's like, no. I'm not going to miss out on this one. We are going to celebrate this together, because I was part of the entire campaign. I got a stupid red card against Barcelona. That's why I didn't play. But man, good, man. Good to see the boys, the big three. We know the table now. Chelsea still fourth, but the same amount of point as Newcastle United and Aston Villa. The point difference is quite, Newcastle United got 2 more goals than Chelsea. Chelsea plus 20, Newcastle United plus 22. Aston Villa are behind, plus 9. So yeah, we know what to do. The end of the day, we know what to do. Arsenal confirmed in the second place. Second again, ole ole. Losers every single season, second. Liverpool champions. The last day, look at Nottingham Forest, 65 points. Manchester City, 65 points, but they still have one game in hand that they're going to play, I don't know, Tuesday? What day? Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. So if they win it, they're going to have 68 points ahead of Chelsea and ahead of Newcastle United. So Chelsea might drop to number 5. But it's in our hand. We have just to win the last game in order to qualify. You know, it's not a big deal. Let's do it. Let's go on a mission to win that game. All right, so we're thinking already about next season. Who's coming? Who is your choice? Gyokeres is gonna be about £55 million, which is not enough for a killer, a gunman like him. 65 million euros, 55 million pound. Many Chelsea fans been saying, pay the money and don't ask. So what is your opinion about that? I think many things are gonna depend on our position, Champions League or not. If we are not in the Champions League, it's gonna be difficult for big names to sign for us. Another gunman on the market. Look how cute this picture is. Look at that. Osimhen with his daughter. The daughter wearing the mask. How cute is this, man? Wearing daddy's mask. Hey, tell daddy to come to Stamford Bridge, okay? Anyway, so we know that he's going to be on the market for around 70 or 65 million. But his salary is the problem because not many teams get that kind of money that he demands and he deserves, you know? If you pay Sterling 350k a week, how much do you think Osimhen is gonna ask or deserves? You know what I mean? So Chelsea need to break the bank at some point, break the wage structure in order to get some good players. In terms of profile, if I have to choose a profile, I'm talking about profiles. I'm not talking about names. I don't care if you are Drogba, you are Anelka, or you are Falcao, right? Profile doesn't mean names. But in terms of profile, if I have to choose a profile, I will go with the profile of Osimhen and not the profile of Gyokeres. Vlahovic also is going to be on the market. They are trying to offload him for years now. Chelsea wanted him. Pochettino said no back in the day. But this guy is like potential FC. I still remember he's been on the market like for 3-4 years now that people praise how good he is. But if you look at it closely, he's not like that gun man, that prolific goal scorer. He's just like a good player on his day. And he's struggling also with a lot of chronic kind of pain, abdominal pain. So you have to be careful, and your medical exam need to be very, very careful because you might bring somebody who will be on the bench or in the hospital a lot of time. Only 1 year left on his contract. So if you are lucky, you can get him for like 40 to 45 million. But I just don't have a good feeling about it. I saw it today on social media, like Chelsea fans. As always, we always jump to anything that moves. So many Chelsea fans are bring. Are we gonna bring everybody? Anyways, so let me know what you think about Mr. Vlahovic. Let's finish this talking about another awesome player that is on the market, but nobody really is putting effort to get him. 25 million only. Ryan Cherki. Amazing player, bad attitude. Nobody really likes him at Lyon because he's a bad boy. If he can fix his attitude, he's only like 20 or 21 years old. Amazing, like awesome player, but he stinks. So if we bring him at Chelsea Football Club, what position do you think he's going to play? What is in his natural position? What he does really? And do we have players from his position? I don't want to hear about, oh, but you can play him in here, you can play him in there. Because I heard that about Joao Felix. I heard that every time we buy somebody, people try to make theories and narrative how we can accommodate him. But it always end up in tears because they end up by being on the bench. The manager don't like them, and it's like an expensive flop on the bench that you pay ridiculous amount of money without getting the best out of him. And also in Maresca's system, you have to play pretty much everywhere. You have to be a goalkeeper, a center back, a full back, a winger. We don't even use wingers, you know. You have to play pretty much everywhere. If you are like Robin, or you are like Ashley Cole, or you are like Drogba or Terry, and you can't invert and you can't drop back and score perfect goal, dribble past everybody, you are not a football player and you're not gonna win the Champions League.
Renato, since we start, he play already as a central back, full back, old midfielder, attacking midfielder. He already played with us 4-5 position, because today, if you just play in one position, I think it's not enough. And you need to learn to play in more position.
Where do you think his best one is? I know he can play everywhere.
Everywhere. For me, talk about position. For me, it's not today football. You have to be a football player, and you can play in different positions. But I'm fullback. I'm central defender. I'm midfielder. For me, it's not already. For me now, they are all football players.
If you are Malouda, because you can only do one thing, you can only play with your left foot, or you can do only one thing, you are not a football player. You are absolutely crap, and you are not in the level. Because why? Enzo Maresca invented football, and it need to be that way or highway.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe
If you really like the video, make sure you subscribe
and turn on your notification.
and turn on your notification.
For more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.
What are you waiting for?
Subscribe now.
Perfect.
You?